What Kai Cenat just did with the Streamer University is way bigger than what people even realize.
Oh, let's go. It's gonna be lit. This is what hard work gets you. KC 3000.
This wasn't just about content. We're going to be talking about why you need to be paying attention to what just happened and what this means for you and how you can capitalize off of it. There's this new way of creating content and it's called streaming. This is a way that people who just jumped on, complete beginners, don't have a following, are making crazy money right now. And this shift is going to continue to grow in the future. Just as the whole content creator, influencer wave came, many people, including myself, made big money. And now there's a bunch of people trying to ride the coattail, some of whom are a little too late. But this right here is the new way, and do not miss out on this opportunity. So if you don't know who Kai Cenat is, if you never heard of this Streamer University, you are behind. So let's get you all caught up. Not only is he changing the game of making money online, a lot of celebrities are afraid, but we're going to circle back to that in just a second. Kai Cenat is a streamer who at first was just making videos in this small New York apartment, and he went from doing that to having, I think, about 14 million subscribers on YouTube, having millions of subscribers every single month on Twitch. Now, what he just did was create something called Streamer University. As soon as he talked about launching this thing, it went crazy.
Let me go ahead and repeat this again. Streaming University. It is completely free. If you are selected, you will be living on a college campus. You're not learning how to stream. I'm not teaching you how to stream.
The opportunity that he gave to people who were complete beginners is astonishing, okay? So what Streamer University did was bring together big content creators such as Kai himself, as well as some other notable content creators. He had people like DDG, India Love, Duke Dennis, and other AMP members. He rented out a university, invited thousands of aspiring creators to stay on this university and to get footage with huge creators on a non-stop live stream so that they can build up their following. Now, there's people that came in there with literally 0 followers and now left there 4 days later with hundreds of thousands of followers. He catapulted hundreds of young people into this new realm of making money online and completely changed their lives. Now, one of the most genius things about this whole Streamer University that Kai put in place was that he encouraged everyone at Streamer University to post short form content across every platform. We're talking about TikTok, we're talking about Instagram, we're talking about YouTube Shorts. This was a strategic distribution plan. He not only multiplied their visibility, but he multiplied his own. This is exactly what makes companies like Amazon, DoorDash, Uber, Lyft huge and unstoppable. They empower individuals to make money on their own while also expanding the parent brand. It's genius. Now, here's what you need to take away from this. You need to figure out, what is it that I can do to help somebody else? Because when you help somebody else, they will in turn promote you. How do I do this on a small scale? And then how do I expand this? Okay. So DoorDash said, look, how do we get people into an economy where they could be their own boss? And not only can they be their own boss, but as they expand and as they're door dashing, we get other local restaurants, which then boost the local restaurants simply by having an account on DoorDash. Then on top of that, DoorDash name becomes bigger and bigger and bigger. So they make more money. They have multiplied a 3-fold economy where there is a circulation of money outside of themselves. And that's what you need to be thinking about. How can I help somebody else do a thing? Then how can I help them help the next person? And in that, you will be creating this cycle that inevitably promotes yourself. Now, let me pause and we're going to go deeper for a second. Some of y'all are going to hear this and some of y'all not going to get it. Kai Cenat didn't just have a good idea with Streamer University. I am convinced that he had a God idea. A good idea is something that's safe, it's been done before, it feels obtainable, it's reasonable, and it's proven to work. But a God idea, that's something wild. That is, eyes have not seen and ears have not heard all of the thoughts and the plans that the Lord has for you. That's a God idea. And let me tell you, Streamer University wasn't just some marketing plan to make his brand bigger, especially by seeing how much Kai Cenat talks about his faith. What he had was a divine download. And this is the most important part of anything I ever have to say right here. Get you a God idea. Where else could you get that type of vision or even get that type of favor from? That is something that comes directly from the Most High. Let me ask you a question. What is your God idea? God is continuously giving us downloads. Even people who say that they're not religious, God still speaks to them and give them God ideas. Why? Because what they create is going to make an impact for his people at large. Hear what I'm saying, okay? A Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk, they don't have to believe in God in order to be getting divine ideas that couldn't have possibly came from themselves. But the type of economy and the opportunities that create, affect, and prosper people that God wants to prosper, okay? And if you're having trouble to really figure out what that idea is, let me tell you about my God idea, From Ink to Income. It is on Amazon right now. 100% spirit-led workbook that I was able to birth out and create through my God idea that is going to help you birth out your God idea and make it something real, make it tangible, and to make money through that idea. Go into the pinned comment and you're going to find the link for that workbook. And as soon as you get it, you need to start diving into it and getting that going, okay? Because you are the 1%er that gets stuff done. Let's talk big money. First of all, Kai Cenat talked about that he was getting hit up by Netflix, by Hulu, by other huge streaming companies. Basically, they were begging him, please let us fund this. Please let us put this on our platform, because they see, oh, this is something crazy. This is something big. If they could have done it themselves, and this is how you know it's a God idea. If they could have done it themselves, they would have, but they put millions of dollars on the table. And he yet and still said no, because he wanted to be able to run it his own way.
A lot of people have been talking about how this shit should be on Netflix, how this shit should be on, or Amazon Prime should buy this. We already been getting talks with different people, but I want to go ahead and say this, bro.
He still did get collaborations with other big companies like Verizon. So Kai Cenat offered every student in their equipment so that they can do their live streaming. And they gave them high quality cameras, high quality microphones, cell phones. Now, let me tell you why this was genius on Verizon's end. Verizon knew there was going to be a large pool of their target audience sitting right there, and they seen an opportunity and they said, let's build trust and build a relationship with these people and help them in their endeavor, because when the time comes, they're going to remember, you know what, that Verizon camera I used, that was the bomb. Let me go ahead and buy that. And so they came in and collaborated with Streamer University to provide that. But not only that, the amount of sponsorships that were knocking on his door, begging to pay this man because of what he was creating is astonishing. Here's what you need to take away from this. Build your platform with integrity and purpose, and the right sponsors are going to find you, because brands are looking for connection, not just big views. They spot out people that they feel have an authentic, real relationship with the people that they're talking to. And when you get into that pocket, you don't have to have 1 million views. You don't have to have even 10,000 subscribers or 10,000 followers on any platform. What you need to have is real connection, and there will be brands that are begging to pay you, okay? Trust me, I know that ever since I even had not even half, a third of the subscribers I had on this channel, I've had brands knocking on my door, and I have to tell people no, because I have to say, listen, that doesn't align with my business. Or simply put, I don't want you to have to dictate my video and have to move things around, and I have to say certain things that isn't authentic to me, okay? So the right brands are going to sponsor you. So just saying that, and the right people are going to come your way and put money in your hands. When you are walking in that thing that you are supposed to be walking in, and you're doing it with integrity, you're doing it with purpose, and you're doing it in truth. Now, this right here might just ruffle a few feathers. A lot of big celebrities and content creators are nervous right now. And I'm talking about anywhere from the Kim Kardashians of the world to your content creators, YouTubers like myself that have like only 100,000, 200,000 subscribers. We are shaking in our boots. These new creators, they don't just have the blueprint on how to get successful, but they have the hunger, they have the drive, they have the creativity, and they have the power of trial and error and just jumping out there and seeing what works. So they're making content and building businesses and fueling opportunities that are real, that are raw, and that are relatable. And that's what a lot of people, once they get to a certain level of followers, once they get to a certain level of comfort, of luxury, start to lose touch of what was making them relatable and authentic in the first place. And this is why you see huge name celebrities like Kevin Hart do a 24-hour stream with Kai Cenat and Drewski. And while you keep seeing him willfully coming over there to Kai Cenat's stream, why? Because Kevin knows, oh, the type of drive that these young kids have right now, I need to be attached to that. He can say all that he wants, that it's just about helping small creators get that push. And I believe that that's true. But another part of that is, no, I need to get my face in the face of these younger crowds of people, because my name might be lost if I do not. This is why you saw Nicki Minaj over there promoting her album. When do you ever see Nicki Minaj do collaborations with small content creators like that on that level? You don't. This is why you saw Drake literally give a virtual speech at Streamer University.
Is officially in the books. Congratulations. To be able to organize this incredible academia event, gather you all together in one place, is something that has never been done before.
These big name celebrities are always afraid of what happens when we are no longer in demand. What happens when the people don't care about us anymore? We are going to lose power, we're going to lose influence, and we are going to lose money. So we need to get in connection with these kids who are doing whatever they're doing. We want part of that, okay? This is what you need to take away from that. If you've been putting out content, if you've been trying to build that online business, if you've been live streaming or just getting started in that, do not stop. Continue to be creative, continue to experiment and see what works. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I really don't like to live stream, especially not just by myself, because I enjoy sort of that control of being able to edit a video, to fix my mistakes, to control the environment and the noises that you hear in a video. But one thing Diamond knows how to do, Diamond knows how to seek and spot an opportunity. And an opportunity simply is you need to go live, okay? And I'm speaking to myself, you gotta go live in some capacity on some platform. The best places for you to start going live is going to be TikTok, for you to get the most exposure, and then it's going to be on YouTube. So you want to take your lives that you do on YouTube, cut them up a little bit, or simply post them as an official video on your YouTube channel that people could go back and listen to. That's the gem that you need to take away from this, and make sure that even in those things that you're promoting your products, that you are being authentic, yet and still, and that you're making connection with people, that you are engaging with people. Big businesses in the world that are no longer the big businesses, for example, Kmart, Toys R Us, even Macy's, JCPenney, look at what's happening to Forever 21. All of these companies are going out of business and are losing their entire empires because they refuse to adapt to the changes of the time. So this is where I tell myself, as part of that 1%er, like some of y'all who are the 1%ers, I cannot fall behind because of the times. And if you don't start to implement technology into whatever you do, whether that is AI, whether that is content creation and social media connections. If you don't start to implement those things, you are going to find yourself in a whirlwind of trouble in the next decade. Okay? Probably even sooner than that. It's time to stretch. It's time to create. It's time to go live. It's time to be real. That is where all the momentum is right now. What are your thoughts on this new wave of creating content and this new wave of making money online? Secondly, what God idea are you sitting on right now? Let me know the answers to these questions down in the comment section below. Don't forget that if you are trying to really maximize that God idea, I created a workbook for you, and this is a spirit-led workbook. I'm telling y'all, something is going to unlock in you when you start writing down your ideas and going through this workbook and answering those questions that are there for you. And that is called From Ink to Income, and it is in the pinned comment section. Now, until next time, my name is Diamond Chanel, and on this channel, we like to thrive and not just survive. If you're looking for more ways to make money, check this video here.